Hi, Kelly Cotton. I'm a mother and outside Birmingham Library with what is depicted as the modern day family. Now this is the Jones family. This is two single mothers and their children, and this is basically representing what is considered the modern day family in the UK. Now as a child I was raised in many different units of families. My mum was 15 when she got pregnant, and I was with my mum in a mother and baby unit, and then I lived with my nan who was going to potentially adopt me. From there I was then actually raised by my mum and my dad, who got married and then they divorced, and I was actually raised by my dad. And not many people in this world are just raised by fathers, but I was raised by my dad with my ex-stepmom. From there I then actually went on to live with my mum with her husband, so I had a stepfather, and then from there it was my mum with my nan, and then off to another sort of stepfather, and both of my parents married and divorced 3 times. In fact my dad is actually still married to his 3rd wife, and when I was 15 I went into foster care, so I was with foster parents. Now that sort of shows a wide different range of parents and what is considered the nuclear family, extended families. So people have stepfathers, stepmothers, but then there's adoption. Now this is the statue that Bobby was stood at, and he stood to represent fathers. Now I'm part of an organisation that is about forced adoption. Now there is also parent alienation. Now in the secret courts at the moment, if you're going through a divorce, there's many parents who are being abused within the system, and families are being separated. Now I don't condone the alienation that is going on, and I don't sort of disagree with single parents either. As a mother, my life wasn't as simple, and I too have been a single mum. I've been married, I've had stepfathers, and now I have 2 children who have been forcefully detained from me and placed with adoptive parents. Now our system is in chaos at the moment, and a child is being taken every 20 minutes by social services, and the nuclear family has now broken down. Now this is the Jones, and you could even say that this was 2 lesbians, and there are gay couples, and we can't alienate any different sort of family that exists. But what we have to actually look at is there a breakdown in society of families? And when there is single parents, where are the dads? Now, Fathers for Justice, New Fathers for Justice are out there campaigning for fathers' rights. They want equal parenting. So even if there is a single mum, then the father should still have a relationship with his children. But these relationships are being taken away. And the one thing that people aren't thinking about is the children. Now, all children need is their mums and dads. All children need nans, granddads, uncles and aunties, but the family is being divided, and this is happening within the secret courts. Now, there's a lot of controversy around these statues at the moment, and we've been watching people coming over and frowning and looking at it and saying, where's the dads? And this is the question we have to ask, where are the dads? Now, when you have a child, you have a responsibility and duty to that child, not just until they're 18, but for the rest of their lives. And we need to now look at the family unit. We're in Birmingham and it's Christmas, and all children need is their mums and their dads and a family life. But the family world is fragmented, it's disassociated, parents are arguing and they're fighting over their children. And what we have to ask is, should there be rights between these children? Should the children be between their mums and dads? And even when there is a divorce, should the parents be rowing and fighting over contact with the children? And who is thinking about children? So this depicts the modern day family of 2 single mothers, and they are 2 single mums. This is not a lesbian couple, this is 2 single mums. But even if it was a lesbian couple, should that be frowned upon? If it's a gay couple, should it be frowned upon? Step parents, should it be frowned upon? Adoptive parents, should it be frowned upon? What really represents the modern day family? But one thing that shouldn't be going on is arguing over the children. The children, and they need both their mum and their dad. They need their grandparents, and they need to have a family. And at the end of the day, even if you're a single mum, then there should be a relationship with the father. So I've actually got this t-shirt on today, and I have 4 children. I've got an 18 and a 15-year-old, and the 2 children who have been removed are now placed with potential adopters. Now, this court system that I'm talking about is breaking down families, social services, committing perjury, and removing children from their homes. So this Christmas, think about the children, think about the relationship with their mum and dad, think about the different ways that we sort of live, and I think it's about time now that we started to repair families. We started to allow the dads to have the contact that they need with their children. Children shouldn't be in contact centres, they should be having relationships with their parents in normal situations. But is there any normal situation? Now, can we frown upon things that are not considered normal situations? Or should this be a normal situation? Now, at school, nobody's taught about relationships. Maybe it's about time that as children are growing up, they're learning about relationships, so we can stop having this breakdown in society, and we will have more nuclear families where children are raised with loving mums and dads. But this is the reality of our situation now here in the UK. More and more single parents, more and more children that are being placed in foster care, and we need to really look at this and decide now what really is the modern day family, because when you break down families, you break down society, and when you break down society, you're breaking down the world that we live in. So if more and more people come together as family, then everybody should have a pretty wonderful Christmas. So this Christmas, please remember your children. They need both mum and dad. So I'm Kelly Cotton, Forced Adoption Exposed. Go over to the website, forcedadoptionexposed.com, and wow, lots of bikes. But we need to step up Britain. We need to set a new standard, and it's time now that if there's a breakdown within your family, that these children should have their family for Christmas. So I wish you all a happy Christmas, and please think about what you consider the modern day family.